let's get into this makeup tutorial. So first I'm going to start off with what I use for moisturizer. I use aloe vera after sun lotion from Kroger for moisturizer because it's like sometimes I have to put a little bit more, but it works fine for me. So yeah, after I put on my moisturizer, I'm going to be putting on my primer, and I'm going to be using Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and just rub it all on my face. This one's like, I use like 2 of these. I have the one in the purple packaging, but that one's kind of more, it's not as like smooth. After I pat it into my skin, I'm going to be using 2 different foundations, and I'm going to be using my Lancome foundation in 220 Buff C and Instant Age Rewind foundation in 130 Buff Beige. So I'm going to put on my Lancome first. Oh, I forgot to dampen my beauty blender. Be right back. Now that we have our damp beauty blender, I'm going to be taking my foundation and just squirting a little bit on my hand, just 1 pump. I usually only use 1 pump because this is a very like expensive foundation. I probably won't be buying it again just because it's so expensive, and like when I run out, I don't want to keep, you know, spending 50 bucks on a foundation. So after I'm done blending all of that, I'm going to grab the Instant Age Rewind, and I'm just gonna, sometimes I don't need to do this, but sometimes I do. I'm just going to place it on the areas where I need it, like if there's any like discoloration or anything. So I'm just gonna take a mirror, and I'm just gonna like look for any places that I need to just have more foundation and just be a little more full coverage. I could use a concealer, but this works just the same.
There's like something in my beauty blender, like it's poking me.
So we're gonna go to the other side and just keep blending until it's flawless. I blend a lot just because I like a really flawless finish. I'm gonna take my Maybelline New York Fit Me concealer in 10. So we're just going to place this under our eyes. I don't do like the whole triangle thing just because like you shouldn't use too much concealer just because it's like a waste. Sydney got me on this concealer and it's bomb. So I just put it under my eyes and I spread it down to the side of my nose and like beside my nose, because that's where a lot of the discoloration happens on my face, is around my nose and under my eyes, because I have really dark circles and really like redness around my nose. So after we do that, we're gonna set so we don't crease. So we're gonna use the Airspun loose face powder. I'm just gonna get a little bit on that and put it under my eye. So I'm just gonna put it on my nose. I'm blend in a little bit, and then around here, but just because I don't like my foundation being too dewy, but I also don't like it being too like matte and cakey. So this is something good that I like to use. So I'm going to just put this all around my face, and I'm gonna leave the under eye to sit for a little longer, and my nose, but around my forehead and around the rest of my face, I'm just gonna dust it off right away because there's no need to bake like that long. So I'm going to be doing my eyebrows while I'm waiting for the rest of it to finish baking. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. We're going to be brushing out the brows just in the natural shape of my eyebrow.
Oh god, I always get things on my eyes. Stop going. Okay.
So we're going to be using the Huda Beauty palette, and this is going to be like the focus of the makeup look.
Oh my gosh, I keep getting like these little eye things from my eyeliner that I wore today. Look at this. It's like, we're having issues.
So we're going to be putting on the color Eden for our transition shade. I'm going to be using my EC001 tapered crease eyeshadow brush, and it is the brand Shiny, and I got it on Amazon. So we're just going to put this in my crease. So now that that is on, we're going to be using Blazing, and I'm going to put it like right in the same area. We're going to go in with Amber, and I'm going to be putting it right under those 2 shades, like right under. I'm gonna go as high as I did with Eden. I'm gonna go like right in the middle, like right in my crease. I'm gonna be using saffron, but I'm gonna bounce that into the outer part of my eye, and then after this we're gonna switch brushes. So I'm gonna blend that into the outer part of my eye, and then we're switching brushes because once we start to get to the lid, we're gonna need brushes that we can actually pack on, not blend. Now that all like the really warm shades are in there, I'm going to take a smaller brush, and this brush is just an all-over eyeshadow brush from Kestrel. Sydney left it here, so it's just a nice flat kind of brush that I'm going to be using OUD, and it's just a really dark brown color. And this I really want to be careful with because it's a really dark color and those are really hard to blend. So I'm just going to be putting that in the same place where I put saffron. When you do your eyes, you really want to go from light to dark because you don't want to go straight in with a dark color, because if you do that, it's just going to look patchy and muddy and it's just nasty. I'm going to use Celestial mixed with Nefertiti in this section of my eye, because the middle we're going to save that, and we're going to use Blood Moon and Turkish Delight together. So now that we have that shade in, I'm going to be putting Blood Moon and Turkish Delight in the center. So with this, I could have done a cut crease, but it works either way, honestly. Like, you could do it with a cut crease and it could probably be a lot like brighter and more vibrant, but without the cut crease it looks just fine, like, just like that. So we kind of have a light to dark kind of effect. So after we've done that, that is the finished top lid. I'm going to be using a L'Oreal marker kind of liner. I don't like this, so I'm going to try to show you guys how I do it. It's probably going to turn out like crap, but see, like, as you can see, this color payoff is like not as good as we want it to be. Because since the color payoff on this isn't great, I'm going to be taking the mascara that I use, small little eyeliner brush. There's concealer on it right now, but I'm just going to fill in the parts that I couldn't really get a lot of color payoff on. So now that we have the eyeliner on, see, as you can tell, like, this is where I put it, and this is like where I used the marker. So I'm going to use the marker just to like shape it, like shape out the arch and stuff like that, and then use this to fill. So just to clean it up for this look, okay, honestly, if I was going to school, I would leave it like this.
I almost ripped off a nail. Okay. I got it stuck in the drawer.
So I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer. I don't need a lot because it's not that big of a mess up. I just have to fix how long it is. So now we're going to go on to the lower lash line, and we're going to be putting on similar colors that we put on the top. I'm going to be taking that all over eyeshadow brush that I was using because it is a really flat tipped brush, so I can use it right under my eye. So I'm going to be taking Eden, and I'm going to be going in first, just like we did on the top lid. We want to go in with a lighter color before we go in with any dark colors, because we don't want to just go straight in with dark colors. I'm going to use a smaller brush. So I'm going to be using my Shani Flat Smudger eyeshadow brush in ES004 and be using Amber and Saffron and putting it really tightly under my eye. We are going to be using the mascara that I used for our eyeliner to put a little bit of mascara on, because I am putting on falsies. I'm going to be putting on my falsies, and I suck at that. Like, that's one thing I'm really bad at, is putting on falsies. Don't ask me. I'm probably going to get Sydney to do a tutorial on how to put these on because I'm not the best person to help you. Put on my falsies, and I use the Ardell Lash Grip eyelash adhesive, and I live for this. Like, don't use the ones that come in the packaging. So I would go with Ardell because Ardell is really good. So as you can tell with my falsies, like this one's like really messed up. See, this one's not going on as well. Like it's just like weirdly shaped on my eye. But this one looks really good on my eye. The mascara that I used, I'm going to put it on my lower lash line because I like when my lower lash line has mascara on it. Just like I'm going to put some where our falsies are so it mixes with our natural lashes so that it stays all together. See, that's where it's messed up at. It is like weirdly shaped because I bent it, and so it doesn't go in anymore, it curves up. Now I'm going to be putting on my highlight. See these? This is the Kylie, the illuminating powder in salted caramel. It looks really beautiful, doesn't it? And then there's the Catrice Cosmetics highlighting powder. Doesn't look as beautiful, does it? Well, on your skin, it looks a lot better. I will use this. I use it because I don't like it to go to waste, and I like how pretty the color is, and it gives a little bit of like a natural kind of shimmer. But this one's a lot better. But this one is a really good one that is like drugstore, and I really like to use it because it still gives me that glow. See? A Mini MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy. Looks like that. And it's so cute. I love how small it is, and I can take it everywhere. So I'm going to lighten it up since I don't like lipsticks that are too dark. So I'm going to lighten it up with just a Kylie lipstick. It's the cream one that she did with her and Kim. I'm just going to take the hair down and show you the final look. So as you can see, it is really full glam. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video, and we will have a new video up on Tuesday. And I'm sorry that we couldn't get the video to you where I do Sydney's makeup because the file was broken for no reason, and I couldn't figure out how to get it up on my computer, and it just wouldn't load. So I'm gonna keep trying to get it up there, but if it doesn't, then we'll forget about it and we'll do something different. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for Sydney's video on Tuesday.